I went to all that trouble and spent all that money to get this treasure map. It's a fake!
I'd like to start by thanking everyone who suggested I download the Misadventures of Tron Bonne from the PlayStation Network, as it was a very good idea, everyone. I haven't been able to locate all of my PlayStation 1 games yet, and since I covered both Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Legends 2 over the past 2 weeks, it's only fitting I wrap up with the Misadventures of Tron Bonne, which was actually a spin-off title released 2 years after Mega Man Legends, and just a couple of months, if I'm not mistaken, before Mega Man Legends 2. That would make its release date in 2000. The control scheme is pretty much identical to that of the original Mega Man Legends, meaning you use the D-pad to move in and out and strafe left and right, and you use the L1 and R1 buttons to move the camera around. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but now that I've played a lot of Mega Man Legends, I didn't really have too many problems with this one. Unlike Mega Man Legends, the Misadventures of Tron Bonne isn't an action RPG, but rather a series of unique game concepts and genres all put together. What ends up happening is you're left with an addictive and criminally underrated gem on the PlayStation 1. The game follows Tron Bonne as she tries to collect 1 million zenny, and the reason she's doing this is Loath has kidnapped her family members and is demanding the ransom. The way she does this is by robbing banks and otherwise stealing goods. Remember, she is a pirate after all. What I love about this game are the serve bots. These guys have always been the best. There are 40 of them that accompany Tron, and each one of them has their own distinct personality. One may love comic books, another interior design, and all manner of silliness in between. And they crack you up constantly as you progress through the game. Progression is done through a central hub where you select from a series of stages available. Each stage has a different objective. One might have you simply blowing up secured buildings so you can send the serve bots in to steal goods, or another challenge may have you trying to figure out the best way to transport precious cargo back to your ship. But there's a lot of variation here, and it's absolutely fantastic, and the humor never ceases. In total, there are 15 stages of creative and fun gameplay to be found in the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And maybe that's my only complaint, is that it's a little bit on the short side. And it's true you can replay the stages, and they do get a little bit more challenging the next time you go through them, but overall it's really not that long of a game. The graphics are about on par with what we saw with Mega Man Legends, although not up to par with Mega Man Legends 2. They do their part, and they're nice and they're colorful, and they do ooze charm, much like everything about this game, but they're not overly impressive. That said, they do hold up rather well. I mean, look, it's not a bad looking game. The audio is fairly decent, although some of the voices I find to be a little bit grating. Overall, this is an extremely rare game to buy on disc in 2017. However, it can be yours for $6 on the PlayStation Store, so I'd really recommend going that route if you have access to a PSP, Vita, or PlayStation 3. I still don't quite understand why PlayStation 1 classics aren't available on the PlayStation 4, but hey, maybe one day. Until then, for $6, go give this one a download.
Why did I have to sleep in? Today of all days! Why am I so bad in the mornings? To get here. Have a little trouble getting up this morning, did we? Did your mommy have to wake you up?
Well, how did you... no, of course not. Looks like you're not going to come quietly, are you? All right then, if that's the way you want it. You've left me no choice.